Collecting old games is a good hobby. There are more games than you can conceivably go through, so it'll last you a really, really long time. It'll always be rewarding, and thanks to the internet, games can be found for cheap, in large quantities, with very little effort. If you're experimenting with your game purchases, and not just buying proven titles, you will wind up purchasing something that you've never heard of, that might look absolutely amazing from pictures and videos, but then turns out to be a lot less than advertised. One such game is Starfighter, a game released for the Sega Saturn in 1996. One of the benefits of the CD format was that developers now had the opportunity to use video in their games, and they took advantage of it frequently, if only just because they could. So of course, Starfighter opens with a video.
This is a simulation run to provide test data for the Starfighter project.
It's one of those just because they could videos. Starfighter doesn't have a story, so the video's not really telling you anything, it's just showing you that they made a video. For a really long time. After the video finally ends, you get to a level select screen, but all you have access to is the first of a few training levels. So you pick the first one, and then you watch another video. The game finally starts, and wow, I was not expecting this sort of music. I should have just kept listening to the music, because as soon as I started actually playing the game, I found out that the ship is a flying brick. The best case scenario, it controls like Star Fox or Rogue Squadron. The worst case scenario, every button makes you die. It's a lot closer to the second scenario. What you want to do is turn right, but what happens is you flip upside down and spiral into the ocean. You see something that you want to shoot. Not only are you going to miss your target, you're probably going to kill yourself by losing control of your ship. The problem with Starfighter's controls is that even the most basic action, like turning, requires multiple adjustments and command inputs, when even the slightest adjustment can send you completely out of control. It forces you to go slow, otherwise, you'll kill yourself. Because of this, you can't do many of the things that you were intended to be able to do. Any situation in which you need to react quickly, such as being shot at or being chased by a homing missile, becomes a lose-lose situation. One of the common objectives in Starfighter is to destroy enemy starships. However, it's already very difficult to maintain fire on a stationary target, so hitting a moving one can be incredibly frustrating. In the event that you do destroy an enemy starship, it's actually more likely that you did so by colliding with it than by using your weapons. It's too bad that the game's developers focused on the music and the videos more than the actual control and gameplay, because otherwise this could have been a pretty good game. It's just a shame, because Starfighter doesn't want you to play. It wants you to watch, and it wants you to listen, but it doesn't want you to play.
You have failed.
You have failed. You have failed.
You have failed. You have failed to complete your mission.